What does your father do?
He's a pilot.
My mother's an office worker.
Oh, what does an office worker do?
I'm not sure.
What does an office worker do?
I'm not sure. Number 1.
A pilot.
Number 2.
A zookeeper.
Number 3.
An astronomer.
Number 4.
A baseball player.
What does your father do?
He's a pilot.
What does your father do? He's a pilot.
Number 1.
What does your mother do?
She's a pilot.
Number 2.
What does your father do?
He's a zookeeper.
Number 3.
What does your mother do? She's an astronomer.
Number 4.
What does your father do? He's a baseball player.
What does your father do?
What does your father do?
He's a pilot.
What does your mother do?
She's an astronomer.
What does your brother do?
He's an office worker.
What does an office worker do?
I'm not sure.
Number 1.
A veterinarian.
Number 2.
A mechanic.
Number 3.
A sales clerk.
Number 4.
A factory worker.
Number 5.
A photographer.
Number 6.
A fisherman.
He's a veterinarian.
He's a veterinarian. She's a veterinarian. He's a mechanic. She's a sales clerk. He's a factory worker. She's a photographer. He's a fisherman.
What's her job?
She's a veterinarian.
What's her job? She's a veterinarian.
Number 1.
What's her job?
She's a veterinarian.
Number 2.
What's her job?
She's a factory worker.
Number 3.
What's his job?
He's a mechanic.
Number 4.
What's her job?
She's a sales clerk.
Number 5.
What's his job?
He's a photographer.
Number 6.
What's his job?
He's a fisherman.
Number 1.
Help animals.
Number 2.
Fix cars.
Number 3.
Sell things.
Number 4.
Make things.
Number 5.
Take pictures.
Number 6.
Catch fish.
A photographer takes pictures. Help, helps. Fix, fixes. Sell, sells. Make, makes. Take, takes. Catch, catches.
A photographer takes pictures. A veterinarian helps animals.
A mechanic fixes cars.
A sales clerk sells things.
A factory worker makes things.
A photographer takes pictures.
A fisherman catches fish.
What does a sales clerk do?
Number 1. A sales clerk sells things.
What does a sales clerk do? A sales clerk sells things.
Number 1.
What does a factory worker do?
A factory worker makes things.
Number 2.
What does a photographer do?
A photographer takes pictures.
Number 3.
What does a fisherman do? A fisherman catches fish.
Number 4.
What does a sales clerk do? A sales clerk sells things.
Number 5.
What does a veterinarian do? A veterinarian helps animals.
Number 6.
What does a mechanic do? A mechanic fixes cars.
Number 1.
A mechanic fixes cars in a garage.
Number 2.
A sales clerk sells things in a store.
What's my job?
I work in a store. I sell things. What's my job?
You're a sales clerk. I wear a uniform. I drive a police car. What's my job?
You're a police officer.
Maya is an animal photographer. She takes pictures of animals every day. She never takes pictures of people. She usually takes pictures outside, in parks and zoos. Here she is taking a picture of a lion. Be careful, Maya.
Number 1.
What does Maya do?
Number 2.
Does she ever work outside?
Number 3.
Is she taking a picture of a tree?